From a daring escape to Paris at 13 to becoming a global luxury icon, the story of Louis Vuitton is a remarkable journey of ambition and innovation. What started in a small French village led to the creation of a brand that redefined luxury. But is Louis Vuitton's fame a result of unmatched quality or just high-end hype? Let's delve into the fascinating story of Louis Vuitton and uncover the reality behind the renowned LV logo. Louis Vuitton was born in 1821 and raised on his family's farm in Angers, a remote village in France. Life was hard with no electricity or running water. Louis's father, Xavier, worked as a miller and farmer, while his mother, Corinna, supplemented their income by making hats. Educational opportunities were scarce. The nearest school was 6 miles away. It's believed Louis never attended the school, instead working full-time on the farm from dawn till dusk. The family struggled financially, limiting young Louis's prospects for a better future. Tragedy struck when Louis was just 10. His mother passed away and his father soon remarried. The relationship with his new stepmother was strained, marked by control and manipulation. Unable to bear the situation, 13-year-old Louis made a daring decision to run away to Paris, leaving home in the dead of night without a word. However, Paris was 225 miles away, and Louis had neither money nor food. His journey was one of endurance, walking along dirt roads, sleeping in the woods under a cloak, and surviving on meager meals. He wandered from village to village, doing odd jobs in exchange for food or a few coins, never able to afford proper shelter. During these travels, Louis learned diverse skills from various craftsmen, learning to work with metal, stone, fabric, and wood. These skills, unknowingly at the time, laid the foundation for his future success. But the journey was slow. It took him 3 years to finally reach Paris. After arriving in Paris, Louis Vuitton quickly found work as an apprentice box maker and packer. This occupation involved creating custom-sized boxes and packing them for clients, often from the upper class. These connections proved important for Louis, who, through dedication and skill, caught the attention of the Empress of France in 1851. She appointed him as her personal box maker and packer. From a homeless teenager, Louis became a craftsman for royalty. However, Louis harbored greater ambitions. At 33, after marrying, he used his savings to start his own business and opened a workshop in Paris. He spotted a major issue with the existing luggage. They were made of leather and had rounded tops to let rain roll off. This design, while practical for weather protection, made the luggage impossible to stack, causing a problem for packers who had to carry each box individually. To solve this, Louis began experimenting with different materials. He discovered that canvas was not only lighter, but also durable and more resistant to water compared to leather. This material choice allowed him to design trunks with flat tops instead of rounded ones. His new flat-top trunks were a game-changer, allowing for easier stacking and more efficient packing. By the time Louis Vuitton introduced his new line of luggage, he had already established a strong professional reputation and built connections with the upper class. This foundation helped his new luggage line become an instant success. He even created a Louis Vuitton catalog. This allowed customers to view and choose products, which were then made and delivered to their homes. Just 2 years after Louis Vuitton started making his new suitcases, they became very popular with rich people and were seen as stylish and a must-have accessory. The brand became so popular that he got orders from all over the world, including from royal families in places like Egypt. These suitcases quickly turned into a symbol of status and luxury. In 1859, Louis Vuitton's business was doing so well that he could hire a team of craftsmen. He opened a larger workshop outside Paris and hired 20 workers. At the same time, travel by train and boat became more common, so more people, not just the rich, needed good luggage. This meant a lot more potential customers for Louis Vuitton. It seemed as if Louis Vuitton was on his way to lifelong success, but unforeseen challenges awaited him as France edged towards war. In 1870, at 49, Louis Vuitton faced the devastating Franco-Prussian War. He fled to a cramped shelter, struggling for survival amidst severe food shortages. When he returned in 1871, his shop was in ruins. Windows shattered, equipment stolen. Louis then used his savings to rebuild his shop. He was determined to be more successful than he was before. Have you ever had to start over in life, especially after major success? Let us know in the comments below. After the war, many shops in the city were empty, so he found a great location for his new shop in a wealthy part of Paris. It was near the railway station and the Grand Hotel, ideal for travelers looking for new luggage who could easily find the Louis Vuitton store. By 1872, Louis introduced a new luggage design, featuring a beige canvas with stripes, setting a new trend in modern style. Even though other brands copied his designs, Louis Vuitton's bags were so well made that people still preferred the genuine Louis Vuitton products. Louis worked at this Paris shop until his death at age 70. His son, Georges, took over, expanding the brand globally, including a popular London store. To fight the widespread of fake products, Georges introduced the iconic LV monogram in 1896, a tribute to his father. He also innovated a new lock to secure the trunks against theft. By 1900, the company had 100 employees, each expertly trained for up to 2 years. This tradition of in-depth training continues even today, with employees undergoing 18 months to 2 years of training before they're trusted to craft the products independently. Louis Vuitton expanded into new product lines inspired by fashion icon Coco Chanel. In 1925, she commissioned a small dome-shaped handbag, originally a personal design just for her. The handbag, later named Alma, became so popular that it was mass-produced. Its success led Louis Vuitton to create more elegant handbags like Keepall, Speedy, and No. Before this, handbags were generally seen as bulky and not very elegant, but Louis Vuitton played a significant role in making them fashionable. Georges Vuitton's death in 1936 saw his son Gaston Louis inherit the company. Unfortunately, he faced challenging times as France was on the brink of another war. During World War II, many contracts were cancelled and the situation in Paris worsened, leading Gaston to shut down the Louis Vuitton factory. To save the business, Gaston had no choice but to collaborate with Nazi Germany, a controversial decision made by other designers like Coco Chanel. The controversial part of Louis Vuitton's history was explored by author Stéphanie Bonvicini in her book Louis Vuitton, A French Saga. Bonvicini encountered resistance when she requested access to the company's World War II records, which were allegedly destroyed in a fire. However, her persistent research uncovered that Louis Vuitton managed to maintain operations during the Nazi regime, including running a prominent shop in the Hôtel de Paris. This was in stark contrast to several other brands that ceased operations due to their refusal to cooperate with the Nazis. When Gaston Vuitton passed away in 1970, his son-in-law, Henri Racamier, took the helm of Louis Vuitton. Henri, already seasoned in the business, took the brand to new heights. He transformed Louis Vuitton from a family business into a global corporation by switching from wholesale to retail. By 1978, the brand had expanded internationally, including into Japan, skyrocketing sales from $20 million to $260 million in just 6 years. In 1984, Louis Vuitton went public, selling 1 million shares at $63.63 each. This financial boost led to more global store openings, and by 1987, sales had reached $1 billion. This success was beyond the wildest dreams of the young Louis Vuitton, who had started his Paris store. Henri also merged Louis Vuitton with Met Hennessy, a luxury drinks company, forming the luxury union LVMH. The merger aimed to accelerate growth through resource pooling. However, Henri clashed with Met Hennessy's president, leading him to seek assistance from Bernard Arnault, a successful property developer. Arnault's involvement, however, took a surprising turn. He secretly acquired 43% of Louis Vuitton shares and got support from the Met and Hennessy families, gaining significant power in LVMH. Felt betrayed by Bernard Arnault, so he decided to sue him. But the court ruled in Bernard's favor. He then decided to leave Louis Vuitton. For the first time in nearly a century, the Vuitton family was no longer involved with the brand. After the takeover, Louis Vuitton's sales plummeted and media coverage reduced. But Bernard Arnault revived the brand during its 100th anniversary celebration by collaborating with famous fashion designers like Vivienne Westwood and Isaac Mizrahi. They reinvented the LV monogram, sparking renewed interest in Louis Vuitton products. Arnault's strategic moves paid off, and he became the CEO of LVMH. In 2021, Forbes renamed him the world's richest man, with a net worth of over $180 billion. Bernard Arnault is often ranked among the top 5 richest people in the world, though his exact position can change with stock market fluctuations. Unlike other wealthy individuals like Bezos, Musk, Gates, and Buffett, Arnault tends to avoid the public eye. He's known in the business world as the wolf in cashmere for his tough approach. This has led his company LVMH to own over 70 luxury brands through various acquisitions and mergers. Remarkably, this vast empire began with the story of a homeless teenager who founded Louis Vuitton. Today, Louis Vuitton continues to grow, appealing to younger customers with new, vibrant styles. In 1997, Marc Jacobs joined as the creative director, launching the first ready-to-wear line and the popular monogram Vernise handbags. He also introduced watches, jewelry, and sunglasses to the brand, though he later left to develop his own line. The brand actively protects its designs. Louis Vuitton has a dedicated team of lawyers to fight copyright infringement, often suing those they believe are copying their logo. They've even taken Google to court over advertisements for counterfeit bags, although Google won, stating that they can't control user content. An unexpected collaboration came with the streetwear brand Supreme. Initially, Louis Vuitton sued Supreme over logo imitation, but they soon recognized the potential in a joint venture. Now, items like the Louis Vuitton Supreme leather trunk selling for $125,000 or a hoodie for over $5,000 are highly sought after. Counterfeiting remains a significant challenge for Louis Vuitton, with estimated losses of hundreds of millions annually due to fake products. Yet, after 168 years, the brand shows no signs of slowing down. It remains a symbol of luxury and aspiration, especially among celebrities and the wealthy. As of 2023, Louis Vuitton comes at number 9 of the world's leading brands with over 5,000 stores globally.